Where is my sausage son?
Well, he's been found, and today I tell you the long story about how we got here. I'm Benzie Johnson Jr., and this is the story of Nick's hottest new cartoon of 2016. Hey everyone, I'm Benzie Johnson Jr. and I'm enthusiastic about television, and if you are too or just interested in it, then hit subscribe because I try and cover every single angle every single week. Now, I'm really excited for Pinky Malinky. It comes out of that mid-decade period for Nick where they were just really on the ball and just kept putting out hit after hit, even when I was underrated, like 2012 Turtles and Sam and Cat and Sanjay and Craig and Belle and the Bulldogs and Breadwinners and Henry Danger. Just, man. That's the kind of shot in the arm Nick needs right now. But actually, the story behind Pinky Malinky goes all the way back to 2009, as co-creator Chris Garbutt did an animated short of the same name through Cartoon Arc Animation Studios Europe. Ha! Cartoon Arc grabbed a show off Nick, and now Nick grabbed one off CN. Now it's even. Anyway, the show, about an anthropomorphic middle school hot dog with social aspirations, got picked up by Nick for their more unusual 20 episodes in 2015, and was supposed to air there in 2016. And then it didn't. Despite the fitting social media presence, which would have been a great lead into the show, especially given the show's and momentum it was launching around at the time it was supposed to originally come out, as I kinda mentioned a little earlier, the show itself never materialized. So then that was kind of fine. It really could have been any time in 2016, so long as it dropped in like early 2017, the lead time on it wouldn't be too weird yet. And then 2017 came. And went. And that's when the real mystery of when this show was actually coming started to develop. It wasn't a development nightmare, surely. The 20 episodes should have been done by now, given they were all ready to kick the show off in 2016. But now here it is, heading into 2018. The cycle in which the show was born is over, and now I'm starting to fear Pinky is going to be past its sell-by date. Given the general mess that comes with new cycle churn, and given it had been 3 freaking years since this show was picked up, it kinda got thrown by the wayside. And then Nick announced they were moving premieres of some of their new shows to Netflix. And besides the what the fuckness of that announcement, which was part of an announcement of a wider deal with Viacom producing things for third parties, this news seemed to come out of left field. Nick has been doing just fine for themselves in recent years. In fact, arguably they've fared the best out of all the kids in arcs as of late, and Netflix has more money than sense these days, and given they seem to feel invincible to the usual forces of ratings and programming success and failure, because they can just cover that up with more money and maybe another singular decent series that gains mainstream attention, they've been using that position to make some really baffling content decisions. And then Nick announced Pinky Malinky was one of the first series that they'd be taking to Netflix. So that would answer where my sausage son has been for so long, but not the mystery of why. Was this an attempt by Nick to burn this 3-year-old show off once and for all? Well, but then they announced that in the same move that Pinky Malinky would be getting a second season, which both answers that question and confirms they won't have a miserable one-and-done existence. It was a deeply necessary reminder that Nick still cared about this show, even a little bit. So now we had the where, but now we needed the when. And then we got a when in mid-July, when Netflix tweeted that the show would be premiering on August 17th. This is the point where I started getting hyped up about the little hot dog boy again and began to mutate that into sausage son as an in-joke between me and my friends. And then it was August 17th and Pinky Malinky was AWOL again. So rightly I was pissed and looking for who to blame on this. Was it Viacom's fault or was it Netflix's? If it were Viacom's, it would confirm my concerns that 2018 would be the year Nick would start to slip off its high perch. And if it were Netflix's fault, well, it would just be another example of them literally having more money than sense, given that they couldn't even stick to when their new acquisition was dropping. Given Pinky is the first show to test the Viacom-Netflix relationship, the answer to that question really was unclear. Though this too was clarified in September 2018, thanks to show co-creator Chris Garbutt, who explained it was Netflix's responsibility to see that the sausage got made, if you catch my drift. So it was another waiting game again, this time more impatiently. After 3 years, he's so close yet so far! And then some eager eyes found out the show's page on Netflix had messed up, and that the show would finally be premiering on January 1st, 2019, now making it a full 3 years tardy. And I hope it actually premieres this time. Don't pull out on me now, Netflix, because if I have to wait for this again. Anyway, assuming January 1st is actually when it's going to premiere and that Netflix isn't going to delay it again, though I really don't trust them on this, only one mystery around Pinky Malinky truly remains. Is it actually good? It's cut from a period at Nickelodeon where pretty much everything they made rocked, with the exceptions just being boring at worst, so at least that sets the bar as it won't be Cartoon Network terrible. Which isn't a guarantee in this here year of our Lord 2018. The situation at CN has delved into outright boredom, Disney XD has been stripped for parts, and even Nick has been showing cause for concern as of late. This time capsule relic from the past, alongside actually new series like Glitch Text, might put those fears to bed in 2019, and if it strikes my fancy in the way that mid-decade Nick did, it would be a really great start to the new year, because I've really been looking for a new show to go all in on. 2018 has kind of sucked kids TV wise. So now that the mystery of Pinky Malinky has hopefully been solved, it seems that there's another case that's been opened. A new mystery to solve. Will you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss future television reviews, commentaries, analysis videos, and loads more every week? Or will you leave me hanging in suspense? Maybe I should give you a chance to check out my big reviews playlist in a few seconds so you can dive in deeper and come to your own conclusions. I'll see you in the next video.